Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learners Insight. Today's topic is about Azure. What is Azure and what is Azure portal login? So if you are new to Azure, you don't know how to log in into the portal and how to browse the different services, how to work with the different applications, manage those, monitor them. So this is the right place that you are in. So what is Azure? So Azure is a continuous expanding set of cloud services which will help you to meet your current and future business challenges, right? With the help of build, manage, deploy applications, you can easily work on with different applications and services with the help of the global network, correct? So what is Azure giving you as a benefit is it makes you future ready in approach. When we talk about future ready, there is continuous innovations from Microsoft support that helps you develop on the different services. Also, you can work with different languages, different frameworks. You can build and deploy whatever you want. You can also operate in a hybrid mode. So when we talk about a hybrid mode, you can integrate your on-premises with the cloud and you can easily manage your environment and tools which are designed specifically for the hybrid cloud. Also, you can make your infrastructure, make your services more secure in nature with the help of different enterprise governance and compliances. So when we talk about Azure, there are hundreds of services that are there, which can help you from running your existing applications on virtual machines to exploring new softwares like intelligent bots, mixed reality, AI, machine learning, etc. So that was about Azure. What is Azure Portal Login? So Azure Portal is a web-based graphic user interface that will help you to manage. It's basically a unified console which can be used alternative to command line tools, right? So with the help of Azure portal you can manage your Azure subscription all in a GUI format, graphical user interface. So you can easily build, manage, monitor any web applications to complex cloud deployments also. So since we have had an introduction about Azure and Azure portal, now let's go and see how we can log in into the Azure portal. So the login process is very simple. You just need to go to portal.azure.com, right? So this is the site that you need to search on for, the first one, right? As you start to log in, so if you are new to you have not created a Microsoft account, you need to create one account, but I already have an account created, so I will just try to log in this Microsoft account. So now as we sign in, this is the GUI view that is given to you. So let it open. So this is the home page, right? As you can see, there are a lot of services. When we talk about the services, we can get a tour of the Azure services which are being offered here. So there is a portal menu, you click here, and with this portal menu, you have various options you can see. The first one is to create a resource. If you want to specifically create a particular resource, you can directly go it from here. This will redirect to you to this home page. Then there is the dashboard view. If you want to manage the particular statistics of a particular service, you can add those to the dashboard as well. Then we will go to all service section. In the all service section, almost all the service offering, be it a compute service, be it a virtual network services, be it services related to AI, IoT, all the list of the services will be available here. You see here. Now you can see The number of services in these category are also mentioned. In the general, there are 18 services. In the compute, if we go, we can explore services like virtual machines, skill sets, app services. All these are compute service offering. Then we move on to the networking. Here we have the networking services in front of us. Similarly, you can browse all the services and you can pick up the service according to your requirement. So if I go to the all section will give me a view of almost all the offering with the number of the services that are available in those categories. So you can scroll down. There are 33 networking services. Then you see 15 storage services, database services, 21 database services. So any of the services that you want to work with, you can pick up from here. Again, we will go to the portal menu here. You see all the resources. So any resources that you have spinned up in your account will be reflected here in the all resources section. Then there is a concept of resource group, which is basically a logical grouping for your resources. As we go ahead, we will talk about more of resource groups, and every time when you spin up a service, a subscription and resource group is mandatory. So we will be talking about this. And the rest are the different services available. Also, if you require some help and support, you can go to the help and support. Or if you want to manage your cost perspective, you can go to cost management plus billing, right? For monitoring, we have the monitoring tools available for storage, load balancer, virtual machines. A lot of services are there, but they are categorized as favorites. So for example, you want to continuously work on a particular service. Then you can easily go and put that service in a favorite section. So it will easily appear in this portal menu. Okay. Now as we go ahead, if you want to pick up a particular service, for example, I want to look on for Azure Active Directory. I can go and write for this service and I will be directed to that particular service. So you see about my default directory. This is the Azure Active Directory that I have. The tenant information, the users, groups, identities, all will be reflected here. So for any administrative activities on a tenant level, we'll be hovering to this site, that is Azure Active Directory, right? So all the details about my directory, tenant ID, primary domain, all these are available here. Then we have this Cloud Shell panel where as well you can manage your resources with the help of giving commands in the Cloud Shell. So either you can work with Windows or Linux. Accordingly, you can choose Bash and PowerShell. So for now, I will leave it. This is about your subscription. So any subscriptions directories that you have will be reflected here. So currently I have a default directory. If I want, I can add more directories here and I can toggle between them. The next option here is about notifications. So any service that you spin up, the progress of that service, once that is spinned up, all those notifications you will get it in this section. Basically, any particular logs, activity logs, you can easily get it from here. Then there is a settings, right? So it is about the portal settings. So for example, I want to change the appearance of my portal. I want to have a dark mode. So I can apply that dark mode from here in the settings column. Right? You see the changes are there. If you want to change the language and region, so all these things you can do it from the settings panel. So this I will close. So when you were directed to directories and subscriptions, this page, as you can see in the directories and subscriptions, it will come, and settings page we have discussed. Then comes about support and troubleshooting. So if you need any support or troubleshooting help, So you can reach out from here. So any questions that you have in mind, or you want to ask it from the Azure community, or you want to check an Azure doc link for that, that is documentation. So I generally tell every one of my students to go to the authentic sources of learning, which is, according to me, is MS Learn and Azure Docs. Very, very important sources which can help you to extract the maximum understanding on a particular topic. Okay, so all these things you can also raise a support request from here. If you want to share any feedbacks with Microsoft, you can come to this section and you can send a feedback to the Microsoft. Now in this section, we have details about your directory. So you see, this is the login ID, and this is the mail ID that I have logged in with, and you can go to your Microsoft account, or you can switch the directory as well from here. As you know, from here as well, you can change your directories and manage your directories that you're having. So this is about the portal view, right? So here's a big picture of all the services that are available, and that big picture will only be available with the GUI platform, right? So there are a lot of services, as we saw: IoT services, web services, big data services, right? So how to create a Azure account? So you can go to the Azure website and you can create a free account from there. If you have a subscription, you want to go for pay as you go, they will ask you your credit card information, but they will hardly deduct any money, or maybe $1 or so, and then you can easily use the services within the free limit. So once you cross that quota, whatever charges of that services will be is deducted from you. But if you are smart enough to use a particular service and shut it down at the correct time, you will not be charged anything in respect to that service. So please don't hesitate in creating a free account which will give you free access to around to the all the Azure services for 12 months, right? And there is a full-fledged access for the first 30 days. And you can access more than 25 products that are always free after the 30 days duration. So with the help of the free account as well, you can easily manage or monitor or spin up resources that are there in this Azure account. In our previous video, we have already talked about different cloud services, what is a public cloud, what is a private cloud. So if you have not visited that, please go and check my previous video about cloud. So that will give you a better understanding. So in the next section, we are going to talk about the infrastructure, regions, availability zone concepts in the next lecture. So thank you everyone for being patient during the video. I hope it adds to your learning. Happy learning everyone, and I would like your support. It motivates me. Please like and subscribe, and also comment your responses onto my video. Thank you so much everyone. Have a great day.